Breakfast is on the menu here at the Young's house, and I am so excited to show you all how easy it is to make a delicious Hawaiian breakfast. This recipe is so much fun. No matter who you feed it to, they're gonna love it. From the kids to Uncle Bobo to Grandmom and Grandpa, you're gonna love these flavors that marry together. Here's what you're gonna need. Really interesting ingredients. You're gonna need some eggs, of course, right? Because we are making breakfast. You're gonna need some onions, okay? A little bit of butter. In both pans, I have a tiny bit of cooking oil, whatever kind of oil you use, and some Spam. Anytime, just being honest, anytime when I use Spam, I like to use the low sodium one because, as we all know, or if you don't know, Spam can sometimes be salty. But if you get the one that's low sodium, it tastes much better. Okay, so that's the kind I like to use. And you can really, if you wanted to, explore with different Spams. They have one with jalapenos in there. They have one that's bacon flavor. I think they have like turkey flavor. So have fun with whatever you want to use, okay? And we're going to serve this with rice, okay? And then you're going to need some soy sauce. I know, really interesting ingredients. Make sure your hands are clean. We're making Hawaiian breakfast here at the Young's house. Hope y'all are having a great day today, and if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. Happy Monday. Today is Monday, and this is what my family requested, and I couldn't be more excited to make it for them. You guys are gonna love this recipe. Let's get started with our rice. We're gonna cook up some rice. The type of rice I'm using is this boil in a bag rice that I absolutely love. Guess why? Because every time it turns out perfect. Nice and fluffy every time. All you have to do is boil your water, salt the water of course, so you give the rice some good flavor. And then you're gonna boil this bag for 11 minutes. Yep, and somebody had asked me a question. They said, why are you putting salt? You know, how's the rice going to get the flavor of the salt if the rice is in the bag? There's little perforated holes if you look closely, and it does receive that flavor from the salt. So my water is boiling over here. Let's get it to cooking for 11 minutes. Go ahead and get started with our rice. 11 minutes. Let's get started chopping up or slicing some onions. Today I don't have a sweet onion. I wish I did, but I'm just using a yellow Spanish onion. It'll work for us. But what we're going to do is we're going to saute them in a little tiny bit of oil, about a tablespoon of butter, and we want to get a nice golden brown color onto these onions, and we're going to salt and pepper them to give them some good flavor. So traditionally, if you were to have a Hawaiian breakfast, this is exactly what it's supposed to be. The Spam, you get scrambled eggs, sauteed onions, and you serve it with a little cup of soy sauce. And believe it or not, all of these different flavors and textures is absolutely amazing together. And my family loves it, and I'm so happy to make this for them. Every time I make it, they get so excited. So we're just gonna slice these onions up just like this. Get them nice and golden brown, and right before I get ready to turn the pan off, we'll salt and pepper them. Some more onion. I want a lot of sauteed onions. So now listen, it's super important about this. You know how when we make scrambled eggs, we want to put salt and pepper in them to give them some flavor. All of these ingredients are so flavorful by themselves. Don't salt and pepper the onions, okay? Let them just have its regular plain flavor and whatever flavor it picks up from the butter you're going to use when you cook them, okay? Because you got to think, the Spam, super flavorful. Sauteed onions, very flavorful. The rice is going to have that plain, you know, you're going to put a little bit of butter in the rice, but this salty. So you don't want to put salt in your eggs. You get the gist of what we're trying to say. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that tablespoon of butter right into our pan, just like onions into our pan with that little bit of oil and the butter. I'm just going to turn it on medium high. I'm going to keep a good eye on it because I don't want the onions to burn. I feel like one of the worst things is a burnt onion, you know, where it turns black. We want a golden brown color, and the butter will assist to caramelize the onions. But when my onions get a little black on them, I don't want that, y'all. So be careful. We're gonna get our Spam out. Get out. There we go. And we're gonna slice it. Slice it to your thickness, but I like kind of like a medium slice, so to speak. So let's do it just like this. Ooh, it smells so good, y'all. I love Spam so much. I can eat it like this, just cold on just regular like wheat bread. with mayonnaise and fresh onion. Oh my goodness, I love it. Go ahead and start putting our Spam in. Just like so. That sizzle means we're moving in the right direction. You want a nice, beautiful golden brown color to these Spam pieces. Oh yeah. Start cracking some eggs. I'm making a nice amount of eggs. Y'all, my family loves this recipe. You hear me? I'm glad I didn't get no eggshells in there. So what did you guys have for breakfast today? Anything special? Did you make anything special? Let me hear from you guys. I like to know what y'all do too. I share my life of what we have every single day with you all. And I love when y'all tell me, like, Gina, I had this, right? And sometimes y'all give me ideas, right? Somebody told me something the other day and I'm like, yep, I'm making it. And I did, whatever it was. But yeah, let me hear from you guys. What's your favorite breakfast to make? Have you ever tried an Hawaiian breakfast? I want to hear from everybody. And on these onions, they smell so good. Who loves a sauteed onion? Y'all, I love sauteed onions so much, I could just eat a plate of these like this. Well, maybe mix some mushrooms in. Sauteed mushrooms and onions is everything, y'all. Have you ever had that like as a side dish? I've done that before as a side dish, where I saute the onions and mushrooms together. Once they're both nice and golden brown, of course, we're going to salt and pepper them, and then guess what I do? Put A1 sauce on it. When I tell you that is good, if you've never tried it, it's a must try. We're getting ready to, everything's looking good. We're going to turn this over, but let's give our eggs a nice whisk. When I'm making scrambled eggs, y'all, I try my best to make the best eggs. And it's going to require you to really whisk the yellows and the white part of the egg up very well so you don't have like little white pieces of egg going through it. We want it all to be yellow, right? When you whisk a lot of air into your eggs, they're going to turn out fluffy, baby. And we're not using a fork to scramble them in the pan. We're not going to do that. We are going to use a soft spatula. The soft spatula helps to make that egg nice and fluffy. And I'll show you my whole technique that I love to do. And I swear by it because it always makes the eggs nice and fluffy every time. Okay, so let's get ready to flip these over here. And turn these Spam pieces over. I feel like they have the perfect color. Look at that. Oh, yes. That's what's going to make them taste good. When you get that golden brown color, oh, baby, that right there tastes good. Try making a Spam sandwich with lettuce, tomato, salt and pepper to tomato. Put your little bit of mayonnaise and some fresh onion. Oh, my goodness. And cheese if you want. And see, here's the thing. With Spam, because it's already cooked, you don't have to cook it if you don't want to. So my husband, when he has Spam, he always wants his cooked. I don't have to have mine cooked. I just love it because it's so delicious. Look at that. We're going to salt and pepper the onions, not too much, just a little bit. And if you can't use it, what I always say, I tell y'all, leave it out. Your family can season their own, right? When I saute vegetables, it's a must that you get them nice and seasoned. Look at these. They're turning out gorgeous. But I want them a little bit more golden brown. Rice, perfectly cooked, right into just a different dish, okay? I don't want it to sit in this pan. And of course, I'm going to just toss a little bit of butter in there. We're good to go. Go ahead and get these Spam pieces out. Oh, yes. I'm just going to set them onto this platter for now, okay? And then we need to take a peek in at our onions, make sure we're not getting them too dark. This is definitely one breakfast you're going to love. And listen, it's not just for breakfast. Have it for lunch, dinner, brunch, and a snack because it's that delicious, easy to make, and it don't cost nothing to make. All of these ingredients, I know you already got them at your house. I turn around and take a clean paper towel and kind of dab up. My onions are done. They're perfectly done. I want to dab up any extra oil and butter because I don't want this recipe to be greasy or buttery, right? So just using this clean paper towel here, blotted up all the oil. We're just going to throw these sauteed onions right onto this platter real quick until we're ready to plate everything up. Let's go ahead and get started on our eggs. Look at that butter. Nice melty butter. Eggs going right in. Turn them down on low and let's make nice. Before to ask my husband, I'm pretty sure this is one of his favorite breakfasts of all time. I know, but then I can say there's a lot of my breakfasts that he loves. You know, he loves the omelets and the waffles and pancakes and all of that, especially fried potatoes and onions. But he gonna tell you, this right here, baby, he eats down. He loves this recipe. And you will too, you will. What I like to do is I take the soft spatula, and I'm not scrambling it in the pan, you know. I'm just kind of moving that cooked egg to the middle to create like a fluffy, pillowy, cloud-like egg, you know. And we let the raw egg draw to the outside. As it begins to cook, we're going to just keep pushing it to the middle, and you guys can see that cooked egg in the middle, and eventually we'll be able to go in and flip it over and kind of break it down. The drink of the day is coffee. I have some coffee. This is my first cup of coffee, and I have 2 fresh cloves in here. So that's my pick-me-up for today. I needed a pick-me-up because I went to bed a little late, but I'm awake now. And y'all getting 2 videos a day. Yeah, you are. So now we're going to take some soy sauce, put it into a ramekin because you're going to need it. This is the dipping sauce for everything that's going to be on that plate. And if you were to go to their McDonald's in Hawaii, they give you a little packet of soy sauce. Right? Super interesting, right? Let's make Hawaiian breakfast. We're going to take a nice amount of the beautiful fluffy rice, put it just like so. And next we're gonna put the Spam. Oh my goodness, yes. And do what you can to make it look pretty, right? Oh yeah. And then, this is traditionally how it's served. You guys are going to absolutely love this here recipe. Now listen, don't forget the sauteed onions. Put them right between the egg, the rice, and the Spam. Hold on, we're almost there. We're almost there. Soy sauce. Breakfast. If y'all enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina Young's doing in this kitchen every single day. And Father, on today, we thank you for this beautiful breakfast. Your hedge of protection, your mighty love, your mercy, your love time, and your understanding. Oh, Father, I thank you for what you've done in my life already and what you're getting ready to do. Amen. Stay tuned. We're going to taste. Let's taste. I'm all excited. I'm going right in for this Spam. Ooh, yes. Give me the onions, the rice, eggs, dip it in the soy sauce. Oh, that's a perfect bite. Make you some.